biggest interview of the year, the interview of the person at the center of the explosive controversy that has dominated headlines this entire week. Now, Lalit Modi has spoken exclusively to India Today's consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai, who specially flew down to the Adriatic coast of Montenegro for the world exclusive. First, about the interview. Let's tell you that it's a no-holds-barred conversation. No forms were signed, no conditions were set, and none accepted. It is as hardcore, as raw as journalism gets. We've had the interview on all morning. Now let us look at the story which has been created in India. First, let us crunch the interview into 7 key points. Remember, we have not compromised Sushma Swaraj in any way, is what Lalit Modi says. This interview, of course, is a very explosive interview, but we are now, in fact, flagging off the highlights, the main points. Lalit Modi has also claimed that the Swaraj family is really an old relationship. He did not take money for any legal help provided to him by either Swaraj Kaushal or Basuri, which was daughter of Sushma Swaraj. Vasundhara is a witness in my bid for UK citizenship. That is the third big claim that Lalit Modi makes in this interview. He also alleges that Sharad Pawar, Rajiv Shukla, so Congress, NCP bigwigs tried to help me but did not succeed. Lalit Modi has called this entire expose a witch hunt, which he says has been initiated by former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. Lalit Modi also challenges the Enforcement Directorate in this interview, and he says that the ED so far has not presented an iota of proof against him. This is one interview which also has a global connect. Lalit Modi alleging that Rupert Murdoch, really that big Starco boss, is the one who leaked the story in his newspaper Sunday Times. So in an exclusive interview to India Today's Rajdeep Sardesai, in his most explosive revelation yet, Lalit Modi has disclosed that he has been family friends with the Swarajas for over 20 years. The exiled IPL czar has revealed that Sushma Swaraj's husband represented him pro bono. Listen in.
You've said you had a proximate relationship going back in years, both financial.
No financial.
Legal.
I'm sorry.
Legal and family.
No.
Legal and family.
They don't charge me for the services.
Legal and family.
They don't charge me for the services.
Did you at any stage? They don't charge you for their services.
No,
they give you the services free of cost.
Yes.
Swarages gave you legal services free of cost.
Absolutely, because we have a very good relationship. They advise me, and I consider their advice.
So therefore, once she becomes External Affairs Minister, then conflict of interest arises.
No. One second.
Let me tell you.
Why
in October 2014,
one second. Conflict of interest arises when the government of India goes out there against the law of the land, against the law of all global agency or laws, and breaks those laws to use their muscle power to influence a government which is against the ethics, to go against their own legal system. That is where the conflict of interest arises and nowhere else. By the way, it took 5 years to get to that stage, and my wife was getting sicker and sicker, and it get to a point where she had serious cancer, and I had to be present, and I had already been granted by the courts. I had already been granted by the courts the right.
I come back to your wife in a moment, because
I want to stay. And by the way, I was granted that same very day when I got it, the right to stay and the right to residence in the UK, which I did not need a travel document of the UK government. I could have very well got a travel document from any other country. I did so because it was my right to show to everybody that I have legally won it. I went there and then got legally my passport from the government of India, and there was no influence by any politicians. In fact, all politicians tried to stop it.
And Lalit Modi's exclusive interview to India Today has created ripples, and a political storm is now brewing over the former IPL Commissioner's tell-all interview.
I have with me AICC General Secretary and Senior Congress Leader Digvijay Singh ji. Digvijay Singh ji, I'm sure you've seen Rajdeep Sardesai's interview with Lalit Modi.
First, I would like to compliment India Today and Rajdeep Sardesai for doing the scoop, a great scoop, getting Lalit Modi to speak on camera. And I think this is the key to the whole story which is now unfolding. It is... to me, it now appears it has been very cleverly crafted by someone else and given it to Lalit Modi to help him being bailed out of all the problems that he has.
So in the course of that interview, he reveals that 2 congressmen also, that Rajiv Shukla tried to help him, that as foreign minister Salman Khurshid dined with him.
Well, as far as that is concerned, you please ask Mr. Rajiv Shukla and Salman Khurshid. But if they have helped him in any way by not following the rules of business as prescribed and as empowered by the cabinet, then they should be questioned.
Yeah, but the same charges are laid at Sushma Swaraj's door as well, no?
No, you must understand the subtle difference in this. Sushma Swaraj, when she sent the email, was a minister in the cabinet of Mr. Narendra Modi. A responsible position like foreign affairs she was handling. And she's bound by the rules of business as decided by the cabinet. But this was not a decision of the cabinet.
And he said
she did not follow the rules of business. Any decision taken after doing due diligence and taken through as per the
she didn't follow rules of business, and therefore what do you want? What do you expect?
She has to resign. She must resign. She has violated the very principle and the oath that she has taken when she took over as a minister.
And Vasundhara Raje, she denies having signed it. He insists that she did sign, although she did not appear in court.
Well, this is something which the one-time great friends Vasundhara Raje Scindia and Lalit Modi have to sort of sort out between them who's speaking the truth. The fact remains that Vasundhara Raje Scindia, why is she keeping quiet?